Hi, everyone. I hope the sound is still working. Hope my titles get up there. Okay, but anyway, still practicing. Okay, anyway, it's me, Just Kaya Real Talk Daily. So like I started to say, I am still kind of new at this live streaming, and I truly hope that you guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to pull this screen around. I don't want to end it. Okay, yes, it seems as though you guys can hear me. Once you come and join me, that is. But yeah, you know how the lead attorney always says that what do you say, I'm struggled streaming already. Well, I was struggling before the streaming even got started. But I think everything is good. And of course, as time goes on, I will get better. Like I said, it's me, Just Kaya, Real Talk Daily. I don't think I've ever shared with you guys what JUSS stands for. JUSS stands for Jesus Unveils Scripture Simply. I came up with that. Yay! No, okay. Anyway, so I had started this live stream. It might have been a week, I don't know, a few days ago or so. And I wanted to talk about how Mr. Samuels always say, ladies, what do you bring to the table? So I started this stream a few days ago, like I said, and it went in a whole different direction. So today I just wanted to really concentrate on that and share with my ladies and my gentlemen, because I have discovered a few gentlemen that hang out with me, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate the conversation and the insight, of course. But before I get into this, I would greatly appreciate it if you like what I'm putting out there and you enjoy hanging out with me. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, how about a thumbs up? This seems like it's going to be a long journey because at this point, guys, I think I got maybe 50 or 60 watch hours. They want 4,000. What the hell? We going to get there. One watch at a time. Okay, so at this time, like I said, I want to discuss what I believe us women bring to the table. Okay, so this is intended for women that would like to be a wife. If you know you cool rocking by yourself or whatever, this might not be for you. But I hope you still enjoy and will continue to watch. But this is specifically for women that desire to be a wife and preferably is not a modern or a whole like sold out 100% modern woman. I view myself as a traditional woman, and yeah, oh, hi, I finally see comments. Hi there, Rob. Thanks for joining me. So I consider myself a traditional woman. And this is kind of the premise that I'm going off on when I discuss that this is what I believe we bring to the table. Okay, so let's start with we lead our household. We are, as women, as wives, that is. I'm not talking about living with, I'm talking about as wives. We have said our I do's and we have fully committed to this. We are we lead our household, we take care of our children, we take care of our home, and most importantly, we take care of our husband. With God, of course, leading you. You know, everything that I build upon is on the foundation of my faith in Christ. So hopefully that is understood from the beginning, but I will be reiterating it now and then. So we lead our household and nurture our kids with the intent, with integrity. We have some morals. Those are fundamental things. But I truly believe they need to be like reminded. I love when I see someone's house and they have like those artworks or affirmations on their wall. It would be great like to see integrity, consistency, persistent. It takes all those things to get what you would like out of life, and to develop like a pattern, and your kids see this consistent schedule. I believe it rears a better child. I ain't do too good with mines with that. Well, I was working a lot at first, but and I am very much a structural person when it comes to work, or when I was going to work. But now at home, I see I'm a very different person, and they're not too structured. But amen, we'll work on that later. But if you start when they little, they gonna come up and like that structure. Kids like it anyway. Okay, so we're going on to number 2. I'm not sure how many I have. Okay, so make your husband life better. Make it better for him. Make it easier. Be that helpmate. The helpmate is one that, your priority is him. That is what I believe we were created for. Not to a sense to where, he's your all and your give all. Wait, so see, it's like I'm on my grind here, Mr. Big Time Drum, and I'm only going to be on for an hour because Mr. Anton is going to be on in an hour, and I cannot. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I cannot be late, and you didn't show up when you were supposed to, Mr. But I did have okay, wait, let me figure this out. Let me stop talking. Okay, so do that. Okay, then do that. Okay, I think I did it. All right, Mr. So once again, I told you guys I do have a couple of gentlemen that follows me, right? And for some reason, I think he doesn't want this message to get out to you guys because Mr. Rob is back in the house. And I believe we were supposed to do this the other night, but he didn't show up. But that's okay. We're going to forgive him. Did I do it right? I'm waiting for you, mister. So we're going to wait for him. And after I go on, and y'all really should go out over there and check out Anton Daniels, but I'm sure if you guys are over here rocking with me, you already know him. But I'm only going to be on until maybe exactly 1 hour, and then I will be heading over there. So I'm trying to see where Mr. Rob is before I get back all into this. Am I supposed to do something else? I wonder. I hope not. Okay, so the last time I attempted this live, that's when Mr. Rob showed up the first time, and we had a discussion about with my appearance on another show. And so he came on then, and he is back now. Oh, wait, let me see. There we go. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
It's another
I'm trying to get
day.
over it.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Okay, so you watched the video. You want to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Well, my channel.
We got. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, my channel name is Big Time Drum. My name is Mike, obviously. And if you'd like to check out my channel, it's all about me being a drummer, songwriter, producer, and as well as I show different parts of my life, but it's all relative to music generally. So that's what my channel is about. So that's just the short presentation for you.
Thank you. And I think it's wives prefer husbands. I think it is. If you're out there, you're more than welcome to come back. She was trying to cam up as well.
Okay.
I don't know if her connection got lost or anything, but please, you're welcome to come back. And wives men's prefer is what it's saying. So, or her device got disconnected. I wonder, do
Okay.
I supposed to push something here? Okay, well, you're more than welcome to come back. Okay, so Rob, Mike, why did I think your name was Rob?
You definitely got Rob on your mind.
I thought it was Rob when you came because I know it was big
What
time.
who is she talking
You
about?
didn't use another name last time. It was Rob. I'm gonna go back and look at that
Uh-uh.
video. No,
No,
okay, my bad,
you thinking
my
about
bad.
Rob. That's you're
All
definitely
right.
telling on yourself.
Okay, so let me see if I can get this off of here because
Oh my God, that's too funny. Ah, now
okay,
it must be better.
will be removed from the studio if you want and prefer. You should. Okay, so let me just do that and see if she can come back. Okay, so the last time you came on when I was doing the
Hmm.
same show, we were discussing my visit or my appearance on Lapeef Amira show where
Yes.
Mr.
Well, it's actually the
Kevin
Beef Network, and
Lapeef Network
Amara was the host.
was her show on Tuesdays. So, but on that network, yes, because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
she
But
doesn't.
go on.
Okay, or every Monday, whatever. Okay, so Mr. Kevin Samuel showed up and he came for me. I didn't go calling for him, but he came for me. So you had not at that time really remembered the interview and what I was saying about it. So at this point, if I'm understanding you correctly, you have had a chance to
Yes,
rewatch.
yes, yes,
Okay, all right. So you got some opinions now, or some different
yes,
opinions.
yes. Now,
Okay, let's
now,
go.
I have to say that I rewatched the video so that I make sure, like I said, I don't want to take anything out of context, and why things were said. So once again, I have to preference that what I'm telling you is just strictly my thoughts and my opinions.
Amen.
It doesn't mean the end all be all or the gospel. Let's put it that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the part that you were having a problem with, um, I'm just gonna say this objectively. I can see why Kevin said what you said, because here's the thing, right? And actually, I don't know if you remember, we did touch upon this, but I'll give you a recap
When he said what though? Mm-hmm.
about the part that, oh, you're a horrible Christian, and
Well, okay. Before you start on that, did you see my reaction video to that already? Where I said
I
I
did.
wasn't
Well,
clear when I'm talking
I did,
about
right?
salvation versus Christianity.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
no,
I was using them interchangeably before you get started. You did see that part, right?
uh,
I recognize I wasn't clear on that.
right, right. So,
Okay.
so the
But that
pushback
still
I was
doesn't
going
make me a horrible Christian, but go ahead. Okay. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, but the pushback I was going to give you, and it's not so much a criticism per se, but you know, it's just it's what you said that painted the picture that I think you should not have said. Otherwise, you know, um, I don't think he. I think he would have had a different view on you. And even with your reaction, I think you kind of realize, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't have painted the picture that way. I should have painted it this way, because that's why he's thinking the way he's thinking.
I didn't think that ever while I was in the heat of it. But what are you talking about? What did I say that you think that I was
Because
rethinking?
remember in the video, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
The fact that you you highlighted you were a Christian woman,
Hmm.
and based upon what you said about your ex-husband, in his mind, he's thinking, okay, if you're a Christian woman, then your narrative shouldn't be so much about trying to paint a bad picture at this point about your ex-husband, because what you
I
said,
wasn't trying
that
to do that.
no, but what you said, that did paint a bad picture. It
Okay, I
did.
got it. Okay, what painted a bad picture about him saying that he couldn't articulate? Is that what you're talking about?
No, no, just the whole thing.
Okay, so the
Just the
whole
whole
thing.
thing.
Okay, let's go with that. The whole thing. So, would you have preferred that I lied or made up
No, no, no,
something?
no, no,
Because
no, no,
I was
no,
asked
no,
these questions and I just
no.
answered with the truth.
Right. No, no, no. See, here's why I'm giving you the pushback. Because had you not led with the fact that I'm a Christian and just led with the story by itself,
But that
that
wasn't the conversation wasn't even about my husband. We were talking about Christianity was
no, no,
the
no, no,
topic
but I know that,
initially.
right, but what I'm saying is, okay, think of it this way, right? To him, right, his thinking is, if you're leading with the fact that I'm a Christian woman, okay, and this is your ex-husband, then your narrative shouldn't be painting a bad picture at this point. It should be, as a matter of fact, it should be very short and sweet by saying, look, things happen and it just didn't work out, and we're good at
But
this
that's not
point.
what
End
we
of
were
story.
talking about, though.
Huh?
The question was initially that
Uh-huh.
even brought my ex-husband into this. What would your husband say to your daughter if he thought she was bisexual? That's
Right?
where it started.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what led him to saying you being a bad Christian is everything else you had to say. That's what
Okay.
I'm trying to get you to understand.
Okay, well, I will let. Okay, that's fine. I don't agree with that, of course, because the whole purpose for me and the whole reason why I decide to even enter this world and and pursue this is because I am an open book, and the
Yeah,
purpose behind
yeah, and I
it
appreciate
is
it.
I'm doing I'm doing what God has purpose for me at this time in my life. So
Absolutely.
I share the truth because if
Yeah,
I'm just being vague, that doesn't help anybody. So by me telling the truth and being specific to what happened and why, it's going to help so many other women. It's going to help so many people like, gosh, I'm going through that or I have been through that. And it doesn't have to be the exact same thing, but they would know. I don't see it as me disrespecting him because if that's the truth, now it would be disrespectful if it wasn't the truth, but it's the truth, and that's what it
yes,
is.
but can I give you but can I say this at the same time?
Mhm.
Remember the fact that your ex-husband is not on the stream to give his side of the story.
Doesn't matter.
No, 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 no. But check out what I'm saying. The fact that he's not there to give his side of the story, and you're only giving your version of the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the overall impression can only come from you, what you say.
Exactly.
All right. Now, it doesn't mean that just because of you're saying, well, look, I'm telling the truth. Well, you know, he also has his side. And for us to give what is called a fair assessment, when you have both sides of the story, then you can come to the middle and say, okay, based
Okay.
upon the two sides, here's the middle. Does that
I
make
have
sense?
so much push. It makes sense. I have so much pushback on that though, because 95% of everything on YouTube is one sided. You don't see couples on there. I don't see nobody with nobody really. You're coming on there to give your side, you're coming on there to give your perspective. Everybody don't have to believe you because the message is not for everybody. So
Right,
that's fine. You know,
right,
it's all to a point, you know, your message is entertaining, it's
yes,
whatever. This is
yeah,
where we're at now.
yeah,
So it's rare that you're going to find both parties. You know, this is my story to share. That's
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
story
yeah, yes,
100%. This is
yes,
what I've been through, and 100% is from my perspective. No,
right,
he's not here, and you will never see us on here together. It's just not
right,
going to
right,
happen
right,
because it's no reason for it. Whether you believe me or not, that's for the person who has their opinion about it, and that's fine. But I
right,
promise you, the people, I'm telling the truth from one, but neither here nor there. Well, it is here, there, but
right.
they're going to get the message who it is intended for,
Yeah, yeah,
period.
yeah,
And they're going to know I'm telling the truth. And they're not going to worry about his side because it really was really not even about him. That's the problem. Men are focused on him and supposedly I'm not respecting him or whatever. But no, he disrespected himself, if y'all can call that disrespect, because that is what he did. That is
yes.
continuing his
But let me
personality,
ask
and
you
that's
this,
just what
right?
it is. Period.
Okay.
So instead of like
Uh-huh.
all us men out here, maybe give a message on, well, this is Kaya's point of view. This is what she said. We all know we haven't heard his side. But if it is true what she said, let me talk to you, man. And this is a man talking, whoever, maybe you. That
Right.
is not appropriate for a man to act that way. That is not demonstrating a man that provides, that grows and should have a family. Instead
Mm-hmm.
of keep coming at me, I think that time will be better used to teach and empower and fill other men. You
Yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah.
instead of
And
coming
but
at
at the
me
same
about
time,
it.
this is why I'm just giving you an objective point of view,
And I'm taking it. I
right?
heard
To
you.
say that
Absolutely.
the impression I got from Kevin is that he's thinking as a Christian woman, your presentation, right? Even though what you're saying, as far as you're concerned, that's the truth.
What
But
does one have to do with the other?
because I'll tell you something. All right, put it this way, right? Because
Because let me say this
I'm
because
explaining. Let me explain. Let me explain.
okay.
Because again, the impression I got from Kevin is that to him, whether it's a Christian man, Christian woman, you know, the point is you want to show grace and forgiveness for the most part in your presentation
I
of
forgive him.
whatever
We
of
weren't talking about
whatever
forgiving.
some huh
I forgive him. We weren't talking about forgive. I'm
no
fine with
no
it.
no but no, yeah, you may have forgiven him, but you didn't leave that impression.
Okay, well,
You see what
we
I'm
all
saying?
got different. No, I mean, yes, see what you're saying. We all have different personalities. This is my personality. I
No, no,
have
no, right,
forgiven
right,
this man.
right. But
But
but but
okay, I
what I'm
want to go
saying
back
is
to being a Christian. I want to go back to that
right.
because that's things where a lot of people are hung up at. For one, being a Christian to me is that I share my faith and believe in what Christ did at the cross.
Absolutely.
What he did at the cross, okay? That doesn't
Mhm.
make me perfect. I still have my own personality. It's so amazing when that amazing book was written, those 66 books within the Bible, he
Uh-huh.
let each author exhibit their personality in conveying those stories that he spoke through them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why it's different personalities and it's written a different way. The Lord is okay with me. So
Right.
that's the main thing. Whether Kevin Samuels is or not, okay, fine. You know, we can agree to disagree. But for you to keep saying right now, oh, I can see for you to bring up Christian first. I'm a Christian all day, every day. And I might mess up. I don't know how I am going to mess up. I don't know how many times. That does not make me any less of a Christian
No,
because
no, no, no,
Christ.
no. He's not.
No,
No, I mean, he's
no.
not discrediting
Let
that.
me
No, no.
finish. Let me finish. Let me
Right.
finish. I didn't lead with that. That's what the conversation was about. We were talking about dress. They took it another way, asked me a question, and I answered the question truthfully. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that's the bottom line. So I'm sorry that I don't have the say it the way you guys want me to say it, or be half truth, like, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. That's not how I work. I have no regrets. There's so much more stuff that I'm going to share in the future. You guys are going to be like, gosh, I can't believe, because this is my purpose. And I understand you're just sharing your objective opinion about it. But I have to say, it really doesn't matter because
Right.
this is
I,
my
the only,
story.
listen,
This is what
Marlon,
I'm here to tell. And Kevin Samuels can interpret it any kind of way he
and that's
wants.
fine. And that's fine. You know what I mean?
But it's
Listen,
like,
at the end of
come
the day,
on, because I am a Christian. And then what I was talking about with him, he was mocking it. Did you
I
see
don't think he
that?
was mocking it.
So-called Christian is not mocking it. Okay, what
No,
you think about that
no,
so-called? So he doesn't believe I'm a Christian.
no, that's not what he said.
So-called Christian. You don't know what so-called Christian means? So-called
I
anything?
know the English language very well.
Oh
Okay,
my.
but again,
Well, we're
I
not going to agree
don't
with that.
I don't get the impression he was trying to mock you per se. He's just trying to challenge you. Like, wait a minute, how do you say this?
That's very
But your
disrespectful.
but
Because if I
but
say
your
I'm a Christian, I'm a
presentation
Christian.
is not in line with what he believes. How you could have presented it.
Okay, so
So what I'm saying to you is it's a
wait,
matter
I
of
have to say
perception.
this
You understand?
because we established what a Christian is. It's
Right.
what Christ did on the cross. It has
That's it.
nothing to do with what I do. So
Right.
how are you going to call me a so-called Christian or say that because I'm saying I'm a Christian and then this is what I said? That has nothing to do with it. It only has to do with what Christ did at the cross. It doesn't have
Okay.
to do with anything I say or do.
Right.
Being a
But
Christian is all about Christ.
yes, but Kyla,
Period.
at the same time, the one thing I did say to you quite a few times is,
Uh,
regardless of what Kevin says, you know, I mean, you can take it or you can leave it. It's not that
I
big of
know
a deal, right? It really
it
isn't.
isn't. It
Because
isn't.
you know
But
what?
this is,
You know the truth. You were there, and you know for yourself,
mhm.
what you've been through. You know what healing process you've been through, and to be, quite honest, you don't owe me, you don't owe Kevin, you don't owe nobody an explanation whatsoever.
But I don't mind
So
because it
so the
is the
only thing that's in right. So the only thing that's important is for you to just simply be the best version that you can be, right? And it's
yes, but
not a matter of, you know, whether this a person's opinion affected you
but
or not.
you're the one who in the chat over there, you're the one to say, "Oh, I seen the you." Okay, see, this is what's wrong. I didn't even bring it up. We were in the chat over there on the same platform, and
Yeah,
you said, "Oh, I have seen blah 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 blah."
yeah.
You want to cam up, blah blah. So you making it seem like
Because you
I
mentioned it,
who
honey.
brought this?
You
Huh?
mentioned it
I mentioned what?
about about your interaction with Kevin, and that's when I was like, okay, well, let's talk about it. That's why I cammed up.
The first time we cammed up?
Yeah.
No, I didn't mention
Yes,
it. You
honey.
cammed up, and I said, "Well, how do you know me?"
And
And
I
you
said,
said from the
because
famous.
of Kevin Samuels, right?
So
And then, hold on. But remember, when you asked me how did I know you, I said, well, because of watching the Lapeef Network, and I saw you and Kevin Samuels having the discussion. And your first question, right? I didn't get into it. Your first question to me was, do you think he was right in saying I was a bad,
no,
Christian or da 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 da
no,
blah 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 blah?
no, no,
You did
no,
ask me.
no.
You
I
don't
didn't
remember
ask
that?
you that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you asked me.
And even, okay, well, we about to see.
You asked my
Mm-mm.
opinion on it,
Okay.
and I said,
I
and I
asked your
said,
opinion, but I didn't say that for sure. I might have said, "What did you think about it?" or something, but
but
I
that's my
wasn't
point.
specific.
You opened it up. You understand? You just said I might have said that, well, what do
I'm
you think
watching. No,
about it?
I
That's
gotta
what
read.
I'm gonna
I'm the
say.
type of
You
person I
opened up
gotta
the
see.
conversation. You
I
understand?
gotta see. How do I go there? I have to.
All
Oh,
right,
look,
go
I
for it.
see it's on here. Wait, I'm froze. Was I froze at a part? Oh, maybe that's just.
Maybe you might have to
Oh
forward
no,
a
I see
little.
it now. Okay, I'm so silly. Okay. Cause see, I could have just been going on with my show that I was doing because you do. Okay, I need to see because if I did bring it up, I apologize because for sure it
No.
wasn't my intention to. I
Don't
didn't need.
apologize.
Okay, here we go. And you came in right at the beginning, so I have to. I have to see. I have to see.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Faithfulness. Okay, I got to see right when you come up.
You're gonna shovel the snow. What? Define that. Of, and he's just taking what you're saying. Go back.
Priority is we're Do you hear it? His life better.
Yeah, go back.
We're going to come into his life. We come in to make it better. We come I want to figure. I was trying to figure out. We haven't got there yet. I was trying to figure out how to put a video up there. So we're going to make him better. That's what we bring. And the way you do that is you get to know your husband. You get to know his every need. You should know him so well that. Oh, and he's just taking what you're saying. Were we talking before you cammed up? It like, okay, well,
you talking about the first time?
So the fact that this is what you said, he's going to dissect that, right? And before you go further, real quick, I just want to interject real quick, and then I want you please to continue on. Sure. So you saw the episode with me, right? Right. Was I disrespectful? Did I give him? Wait.
You opened up the conversation.
Better. No, we were already talking about him. What do you think about being the manager of your household? And how were we talking before you didn't came up? You can just do audio. You know, I think that, you can just do audio.
Mm-hmm. I can do audio or I can cam up.
Oh. Okay, so there's a comment here. I'm still learning this, guys. So big time. Okay, what? Oh, there you are.
It's his girlfriend.
Oh, here.
There's a difference between I'm ready to be in a relationship.
Oh, okay, yes. So here you are. You're talking about the relationship, my point.
That relationship. Big difference. Just like with what you're talking about
with
being a wife. You want to be a wife? Okay, you can be a wife.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can only be a wife to one man. And that's really the question is, are you the wife to the man that you want to be with?
That's
Can
when
you
we're
be
on
that
topic.
wife to that man you are seeking? See, those are, once you answer those basic questions, you're good after that.
Well, because I was really going in I never thought about it this way until I start listening to these different shows on YouTube. Yeah. But it's like a husband seeks you. So they say, you go find a woman, wife, right? Right. So in that aspect of things, in which I truly believe it, actually, like I was saying in the beginning, my first husband, totally, it was that way. Yeah. But the what I'm talking about today is the wife, the woman, knowing what she brings to the table, knowing herself, what she's going, because he always asks, well, what do you bring except for sex and
I already talked about it before.
So that's what I was focusing on today, because it would seem like the one.
But you're not on. I don't see you visually
within
before
yourself first. You have to get, of course, you gotta be whole. Okay, reverence. Okay, reverence.
I need to get to reverence today.
Because the question is, what do you bring to the table as Mr. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Oh, this will be fun.
Okay, here it goes. I got it. You asked for the link.
Okay, let me see. So I have this request. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do it. Okay. Invite.
This was 3 days ago. It seemed like it was forever ago. I feel a little bit more advanced.
Okay. There you go, big time drum. All right, yes, I would love for you to come on. That would be
okay. Awesome. Now this should be the very beginning. See who's right.
Okay, so until big time drum comes up, and I hope I know how to do it.
See who's right.
So we're on.
Typical woman. Got to prove I'm right, huh?
Is and back to the original question or focus point is. No picture? I can't see you. I would like to see your face if we're going to come up and talk.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, no problem.
Okay, this very beginning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Mike?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Why did you... what held your attention here with me?
Well, obviously, I saw the segment with you and Kevin Samuels.
Of course, okay.
But I will tell you this, ironically enough, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody else on a different channel, was talking about Kevin and why he does the things that he does.
Okay.
But at the same time, what I think with most, and this is the impression I get, what I think with most women that seem to have this love-hate relationship with him, that they miss the mark, is that a lot of the times he's not necessarily trying to insult you unless you insult him. You know what I mean? A lot of the times you're just telling on yourself, and he's just taking what you're saying and he's dissecting it like, okay, well, this is what you said. So the fact that this is what you said, he's going to dissect that, right? And
before you go further, real quick, I just want to interject real quick, and then I want you please to continue on. Sure. So you saw the episode with me, right?
Right.
Was I disrespectful? Did I give him any of that?
Make sure it was clear. Disrespectful. Okay, wait. You were already talking. You were already talking about him.
No, I didn't open up the conversation.
You were talking about him. You were saying that
No,
a lot of
no.
women, when they come on there giving
I was
information.
general, but I wasn't talking
No,
about I wasn't talking about you specifically at that point.
no, well, kind of you was, because why would you even
No,
be bringing that up to me?
no, because you see where
You
you
said
started,
that you were talking to someone else.
right? Because I said I was talking to somebody else, right?
Uh-huh.
And I also said, that with Kevin, because of what we were talking about at that moment, I was giving a general overview with what
We
I
wasn't
see
talking
going
about
on.
anything yet.
Huh?
We wasn't talking about anything yet. You were just introduced. You had just introduced yourself.
Yes, but I'm saying if you notice my last statement was just a very general overview of how I see Kevin operates. And then you opened up by asking the question, you
Was I
know,
disrespectful? But the reason I asked you that question, because he always say he match your energy.
no, but listen to it again and you'll notice you were very specific in asking me
Yeah.
what did I think of the segment. You
No,
getting
I
ready to ask
asked
that.
specifically, was I disrespectful to him? And then I go on to say he says he matches your energy, and he did
Yes.
not.
Yes, but let's push back a bit because you did say I was the one that opened it up, and I'm saying no, and you clearly played the playback,
Okay.
and you're
Amen.
the one that opened it up.
Amen. Okay. Initially, I opened it up. Okay. Amen. Hey. Okay. I got to give it to you. There you go. No problem. No problem. I opened it up. Yeah. Okay. Let that go. Okay. I opened it up.
Then this is
But
a teachable moment with why uh women are from Venus and we're from Mars, okay?
why? Oh, because of communication? Is that why? Because of communication?
Exactly.
Yes, because see, yeah, it's all good.
I'm just
Touche.
messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, anyway, I guess. Okay, I'm over it at this point.
Anyways, let's talk about the topic at hand. So
Oh,
it
you
is what it
want to
is.
talk? Well, I didn't even go over all the points yet.
Well, go on. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, because Kevin Samuel, he's always asking, what do you bring to the table to the women besides sex and debt? Correct?
Yes, but let's also say that when he's asking that, it's not a one size fits the shoe kind of thing,
I know.
right? Because what I may require and what you may require is not going to be the same thing for everybody.
Well, absolutely. But the things that I have on here are universal. It really should be what a lady, a woman is, period. So my point
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
what do
yeah,
you bring to the
yeah,
table? Because they get stumped. They be like,
yeah.
So my purpose here is to let women know what they bring to the
Right.
table.
But
Or
I specifically had to say that because I don't know if you saw this one. Excuse me. There's this one segment with the lead attorney, right?
mm-hmm,
And a woman came on there, um, and to her mind, you know, she's thinking, why is it that guys don't value her getting her education in the way that she values it, you know?
mm-hmm.
And because she's thinking that, to her, um, that's that's what I have to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And so, us as guys, we're clearly trying to tell this woman that's not bringing anything to the table.
I know that's
Because
the whole purpose. That's the purpose of this.
because to be quite honest, if you think you need to have an education to bring something to the table, you're wrong.
I know that's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose for me
So,
sharing this.
right. So that's why I want to I want to make sure that, you know, it's one thing to say something in general, versus if you're going to say, well, what does a woman bring to the table, you know, to mankind? See what I'm saying? Because
No.
again, you know, it's too broad of an answer.
Okay, anyway, so I
But
think,
go
I
on with
mean,
the questions. Go on.
yeah,
Go on.
no, it's not a question. Okay, so I'm just going to run down. This is what I was just saying in general. So let me see if there's anything on this list that should not apply to every woman. Let me start there with you, okay?
Go for it.
For what
Now,
I'm going
now,
to talk
now,
about.
now, hold on. Now, are you telling me this to get my viewpoint from a man's point of view, or this is just in general?
No, because you just said that men are different, what they expect from a wife,
Right,
basically, right?
right.
Okay, men are different. I said that because he said, besides sex and debt, what does a wife bring to the relationship, right?
Yeah.
So to me, yes, every woman should display this. This is a foundation. This is a bare minimum.
Okay.
This
Go on.
is a lady, a woman. Okay.
Go
So
on.
I'm going to go over the list real quick first to see if we're on the same page. Okay.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, I started out saying she should lead her household, make her husband's life better, faithfulness to her husband, reverence, strength, endurance, well-rounded in knowledge, charitable, provider, not provider as far as going to college, but a provider as far as she served other people. She might make dress, she might sell something, just providing for her community or for her. Well dressed, stay well groomed, be integral towards her husband, wise, kind, good mother, praiseworthy, excel, and fear God.
Okay.
Okay, was there anything on there that a
Couple of
man would
things you
want?
said are not necessary to us guys, but
Huh?
I get what you're saying.
Wait, what did you say?
Couple of things you said are not necessary for us guys as far as what a
A
woman brings
wife?
to the table. Yeah.
So something in her character. I'm curious. Okay, which one? You
Okay.
said
So
there.
like you said about service to others, that's not necessary
Why not?
because really, as a guy, what's really important to me is is your you're loving, you're nurturing, you're caring, um, and you're not on the I team, you're on the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you have that foundation right there, everything else is a bonus.
What's the foundation right there?
I just named it.
The I team?
No. Listen one more time. I said,
Just name them.
I just did. I said faithful.
You just said faithful?
Yes.
I sure didn't hear that. Okay, what
Yeah.
else did you say?
Okay. I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna repeat everything. I said, for us as guys,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a whole big list. It's not a big list. So for us, it would be faithful, it would be loving, it would be kind. Okay.
You just said all of that previous. Huh? You just said all of that previous, huh?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, okay.
Why?
Okay. You did not. But go ahead.
What you thought I said?
You didn't say anything. You said there's like these things, and that you're talking about an I team, and they don't want you to serve. They want you to be on the I team.
The I team was the last thing. So what's the other three you thought I said? Because I did say
Yeah.
four things.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. I really didn't. I'm gonna. I didn't. Okay, so it's caring,
That's another thing
faithful,
I need to add, okay? Communication.
communication. But we're not in a relationship, so that's
No, but
you
that,
just mean men and women in general.
yeah, but let me tell you something. You'd be surprised to find out that that a lot of people in general don't really get that when it comes to relationships, you have to have three things in place: honesty, communication, and trust. Got it?
Honesty, communication, and trust.
Right. Have to have that foundation,
Yeah.
right? Once you have that foundation, anything else that you want to add towards it, no problem.
So wonder if you don't add anything else to it. Is there no problem?
Well, it's not really a matter of a problem. That's
Don't
that
look
more
up.
becomes.
Don't look
No,
up.
no, 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 no. Seriously,
I'm joking. I'm
yeah,
joking.
yeah,
Go
yeah, yeah.
ahead.
It's really more about preference. After that, it's preference after that. Because, for example, um,
This
um,
is.
like
Mm-hmm.
your preference. Okay, give example. Like I remember you saying this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want a guy that has a job, and I'm pretty sure you want a guy that's working a certain kind of job that you think is comparable.
I said that. I didn't say that.
You said you wanted a guy who was working, honey.
I did. I didn't
Right,
say a certain job, but yeah, of course I want a
and
man
I
that's working. That's non-negotiable
right,
now. Yeah.
right,
Yes.
and
Of
I'm pretty right, and I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure, and I said it as an assumable, and I said, and I'm pretty sure you want someone who is making a certain amount that's comparable to you.
I haven't thought about that. No.
But
A
anyways,
certain
like I said, that's
amount. I
just an
haven't thought about
assumable
a
thought.
certain amount. Huh?
Yeah, but it's just an assumable thought. No big deal. But anyways, so aside from that, you named a couple of specific things, and that's all preference at that moment, and that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Once you have the foundation, the three that I mentioned, everything else, that's all preference at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree or disagree?
I think the whole thing is preference. Yes, of course. Of course,
Okay.
absolutely. Even the three. Somebody might not care about communication. That's just their preference, maybe. It don't even have to be those three. If we're talking about preference, yeah.
So let me ask you something, right? That's interesting you said that, right? So if
I'm just
I
saying that in
suck,
lieu of what you
if
said. It's
so,
not what I'm saying, but go
huh?
ahead. I'm just saying that in lieu of what you're saying. That's not what I think, but yeah, go ahead.
No, but you mentioned that someone might think, well, you don't have to be great at communication. And that's why I'm trying to ask you, well, if that's what you think, then what if I suck at trying to express, my feelings?
I'm not talking about me though.
No, no, I'm speaking in general.
But
Are you
see, that's
following me?
not the conversation. I don't want to keep going down this hole here because there's always an opposite to everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Anything you
yeah,
say,
yeah.
I can come from the opposite, but that's not the purpose of. I'm just the whole purpose of me doing this today or
Uh-huh.
trying to is to give women to think about this. This is what you bring to the table
Right.
in general, because I have seen multiple times when they just get stuck. That's all this is. And this
So
is
what do
just
they
the
get stuck
very
at?
basic. Huh?
What do they get stuck at?
They don't have an answer for him. They don't have an answer.
Mm-hmm. And why do you
So
think that
it's
is?
just crickets because they haven't thought about it in this way, in my opinion. They
I
haven't
think it's
thought
down
about,
to bad communication, if you ask me.
okay, who communication, but you have to have the words to be able to communicate. You have to have the sense of something to be able to communicate that.
Right. And that's why I was trying to go back to the question that I was asking you is, if you're bad at communication, then why would some man prefer to have that, and I can't even get you, and I can't even talk to you?
I know. The only reason why I said that, because you said people and their preference. It can be a person out there in the world that just don't know it. I'm just saying, in just to give you the opposite, that everybody is not understanding or want those three, or even know that they want or require those three. That's all I was saying. Just giving you
Yes,
the
but
opposite.
don't you think
Absolutely think communication is one of the top.
there you
Yes.
go. Okay, so the fact that you're agreeing with what I'm saying, that's why I said those three that I called out, that is your basic foundation, for being the wife or the husband. Gotta have it. Don't you agree?
Okay, so and it was trust, communication, and what was the third one?
Trust, communication, and honesty.
Okay, trust. So you're saying that I left out communication on here.
Yeah.
So I have wise under here. So if you're wise, you have to be able to communicate. I mean, it's like I can come up with okay, communication.
Yeah,
I got
but let's okay, let's but that's why I gave you the scenario, with what that woman was trying to say with the lead attorney, because she was trying to lead with her wisdom.
you. Mm-hmm.
And that's why, as men, we were trying to
No, she
say,
didn't have the
no, you
word.
don't have to lead with your wisdom.
She did. Okay. Okay. Well, this is not like this is just like keep going in circles and circles here. It's like this wasn't my intent. I guess I want to
No, no,
say.
I got you. I got you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But continue. But continue.
No, I think because I want to do this in just the way where I'm expressing my thoughts. I don't want us to keep going back and forth. And plus, I'm going to get off here like in 20 minutes.
All right. Well,
So
continue with the list. Continue. Continue.
no, I don't want to do it on here with you. I don't. I want
Do you
to
want me
get
to
my
get off so you can
thought.
continue the list?
Huh?
Do you want me to get off so you can continue the list?
Well, I'm not going to continue it now because I can't finish it in 20 minutes. I don't want to just
Yeah.
rush through it.
You
I'm totally
got a
out
lot
of
to
the
say,
mood
huh?
to do it now.
So now this becomes part three.
I'm just gonna change what I put up there. I'm gonna change the info, and I'm be like, this is what I'm gonna put in there. He didn't show up for part two, which he requested. So now there's a part
I
three of
tried to leave you a
questions and
message saying I'm gonna make
answers.
it up.
Huh?
I tried to
So,
leave you a message.
so do you have any other questions for me then
Oh, no, 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 no.
about anything? No, not about anything, because that's what I'm gonna name this questions and answer part three. Part three.
Um,
Okay, I have a question for you. Are you married?
no,
Have you ever been married?
never been married.
Wow. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Why? Well,
Um,
why haven't you ever been married? I guess first.
I haven't met that woman that um I've gotten to that point.
Wow. In 50
Um,
years, huh?
yeah, I will
Mm.
say I have met women who I thought it can get to that point, but because of, shall we say, circumstance, life, all the variables, it never got to that point.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you never proposed or anything?
I never got to that point, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. So you want to be married, I would assume.
yes, yeah,
So you still haven't given up.
no.
So are you under the same like what Kevin said? So you're established, I would assume.
Yeah.
So you're one of these high volume men, I would assume.
Uh, I'm not high value in terms of the salary, but I believe I'm
But
high value
there's
in
six things there, right?
huh?
There's six things there
Yeah,
for
but
the
what
high.
I'm saying is I'm not high value in terms of salary.
So what is the other term they use? High value and high.
Well, see, here's the thing. Normally, when the term is high value is used, you know, um, one of the things that makes it high value is is what the guy is making. Aside from the morals and the values that he carries, that determines he is a high value man.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So so you know what he speaks about as far as a guy in your age range.
yeah.
So do you desire women like he says like 20s, 30s to still hopefully get the kids, or do you want kids?
I don't think so at this point, if I'm being honest.
They're a lot of work. Ooh, Lord, they're a lot of work.
Um,
No
at the
clue.
same time, I'm not closed off to it.
Yeah. So okay. Are you intentional now, or were you intentional then?
Oh, back then, yeah, definitely.
Are you intentional now?
As far as having kids, not as
No, 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 no. Well, you got to find a wife first. Are you intentional as far as your desire to find your wife?
yeah.
Hmm. So you put yourself out there, and with all of this going on, you still haven't found anyone.
No.
Wow. Do you think you're too picky?
Uh, I wouldn't say picky per se. Um, I guess timing. That's the best I can say to that. Timing.
Timing.
Yeah.
Interesting answer. Whose timing? Yours? Well, it
Yeah.
have to be yours.
Well, you know, I'm still of the belief that nothing never happens before its time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I
Okay.
guess if you want to look at it from the spiritual sense of it, you know, then it would make sense why I'm saying it that way.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're a Christian or what?
I consider myself spiritual. I do
And
believe
what
in
does
God,
that
yes.
mean?
Huh?
What does that mean? You consider yourself spiritual. What does that mean?
Meaning, um, I do believe in a higher power. I do pray, blah, 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 blah.
You pray to who? The higher power?
Yeah, yeah, I pray to God. Yes, I pray to God.
Oh,
But,
the higher
um,
power is God to
yeah,
you?
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
but I'm not um, religiously inclined. I'm not against it, but I'm not religiously inclined.
Meaning
Meaning, I don't. Um, to,
you don't
to
prescribe to the Bible.
I do prescribe to it, but what I'm saying is, in
Oh.
other words, I'm not one that will get up on a Sunday and go to church regularly.
Okay. Well, okay. That's it.
That's the honest truth.
So you believe in Jesus Christ? You accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get something to eat before Anton come on with his foolery tonight. And but it's been a pleasure. I thank you.
Well,
And I'm
anytime you
gonna
want to talk, not a
check.
problem.
Huh?
Anytime you want to talk, not a problem.
No, yeah. But I'm gonna get this out. One day I'm gonna get out my thingy here.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? Right? Here's a suggestion. My suggestion is that list that you have, do that as a video on its own rather than a live stream.
No, I'm gonna do it as a live stream and just not pull anyone up.
So why would you not do it as a video on its own?
Because with a live stream, your chances are better to get more hours accumulated to you got to get 4,000 hour time. So if you do a live stream, so I'm going to, as I'm recording it, whoever pops in and stuff, that's going to contribute to that. And then it posts to my videos. And then whoever watches it, I get the hours of that. When I record, I don't do no editing or anything anyway. So I'll instead of recording it, I'll just live stream it. It's better. It works. It works towards your advantage. See, I didn't just jump into. I did a lot of research.
Right.
A lot of research. So it's more of an intentional way to work on my watch hours. And also I get the practice of, I want to get better and better, of course. So I get the practice of figuring this out and running it and interacting like we are, and everything's good about it. So it's all pros.
There's one tip I do need to leave to you. Okay.
Amen. Let's do it.
All right. Is try to set up whatever your setup is so that you see how I'm looking most of the time at the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I can do that. Here it is. I can look right into the camera and talk to you and everything. I know how to do this, but just like the lead attorney said, I like to see what's going on. So I look over here, but I know how to look here as well. So it's so good to have, but I appreciate your input.
Yeah, so maybe you need to set it up where the monitor and the cam is in the same direction.
Yeah, but my camera, it's right in front of here, but then it's like I can go right here, but I still want to see the screen. So I would have to let's see. Where is it? But then it's covering my whole screen here. I'm fine with it until I can set it up better. All right. I'm fine. Because I know what you're saying, because I just don't like looking into a dead not a dead camera. I shouldn't say that. I love your camera. You know what's so crazy? Right. I had broke my lens. My camera had failed last night. I was going to do a live last night. Right. And my camera fell. I was like, oh my gosh. And the lens was out. And I was like, no. And I did not want to pick it up. So I picked it up and I was like, please don't let it be cracked or whatever. I just got this camera. Ooh, I don't know. It hasn't been 2 months.
How did it fall?
Oh, because I was trying. I've been working on the positioning of the monitor and everything, and it was still plugged into my monitor right here. Okay. And the cord. Yeah, I went too far, and and it fell right on the floor. So I picked it up, and it was loose, and it wouldn't do anything, and the camera was. I was like, "Oh Lord!" And I prayed over the poor baby. I was like, "Lord, please, I can't afford these things are expensive." So my son came home. My son had went to the gym, so he And I'm like, Jeremiah, my lens. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't afford another lens. So he's like, Ma, I was like, I know, but it just felt good to get it out. I said, I'm gonna let it sit for a while. And then I'm just gonna pray it out. So time went on. You're not gonna believe the end of the story. So time went on, and I said, daughter, let's watch a movie. So I could just not think about it. So we watched the movie, and then I said, I'm just gonna let it sit there for the night, and I'm not even going, right? So, of course, after the movie, I got up and I started fiddling with it again. And I went to the camera, the body of the camera. And I was like, I'm going to put it on here, Lord. And I know it's just going to work. I'm just going to have faith. And it fell out my hand and hit the floor again. I kid you not. And guess what?
Oh, God.
Guess what? It worked after that. I kid you not. I kid you not. After it fell again, I was crying. I was like, oh, Lord, I said, what I'm doing wrong? I said, you're trying to get my attention. Maybe I should listen to them. I shouldn't have been talking about my ex-husband. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. I was joking. That's a joke. And then I was like, oh my God. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, and I put it in there. And it chit-cha. I was like, and I was like, and I turned it on. I was like, I was like, Lord, you are so good. I started praising the Lord, and it's worked, and it's been working ever since. Don't tell me God ain't good. No, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
Oh, my God.
I'm a witness. I'm telling you, I am a witness. Can't nobody tell me nothing. My camera working. Amen. I was looking at those lenses. The cheapest one I saw was like $500-$600. I said, just for the lens, damn. But yeah, amen. I just wanted to share that story with you. But I'm about to go eat before I go hop on Anton's platform. Okay, thank you. I hope I didn't give you a hard time, but in the same sense, I hope I did, because that's it.
Okay, I can handle the smoke.
And you see, all women some women are capable to admit when they're wrong. I have no problems admitting that, when you said did I not? I have no problems with it. You're doing too much now. Bye, Mike. Bye. Oh, you're doing too much. I'm about to kick you out. How do I kick you out? Remove. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Okay. All right, guys. Bye. Once again, we'll just name this a practice run. I got more experience. Bye, guys. Hopefully go over and see Anton Daniels, and we can go over there and have some fun and some laugh. I'm hungry. It's hot. I'm not really hungry. I'm going to go get some fruit. Okay, guys. Bye. It's me. Just subscribe. Hit the like button. All right. Until next time. Bye.